Hello, I'm Kathryn Patterson, and today I have two very special guests with me. Right here is Patricia Borge. Patricia is a very talented photographer, very instrumental in helping bring Daniela to publishing. And sitting next to her is Janet Sutherland. She is a very gifted artist, and she was also very instrumental in getting Daniela published. She is the one who did the cover art. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
It's nice to have you here. These two talented ladies have been working in their prospective talents for quite some time, and I'm going to turn now to Pat and ask her to tell, I have a question for her that came in, and I'm going to ask her to answer this question. Pat, tell me, tell our audience out here, how did you get involved in this story? How did you get involved with Daniela?
Well, it all started with a phone call from you. And you wanted to know if I had a particular type of photo that would work for your book. And so I went through my various photos, and I found one that had a pathway, and it was a tree-lined pathway, and it was a colored picture, and Kathy said that she needed it in black and white. So I changed it to black and white and tried to make some adjustments that hopefully the publisher could then use for the book, and that turned out okay. And then I got another project from Kathy that she needed her portrait on the back of the book, and she presented me with a group picture that was taken on a cell phone. So I had to learn my program in order to cut her out of the group picture, and then follow whatever the publisher's requirements were for being able to use that picture, and that worked. I thought my work was done, but no. Janet, she did this beautiful artwork, and I needed to take a photo of that so that the publisher could use it on the cover, and that was a little tricky for me, but I learned a lot of things.
Thank you, Pat. You're telling all of my secrets over there. And sitting next to Pat is Janet Sutherland. She is the wonderful artist that did the cover art for Daniela. And I'm going to ask Janet here, there's another question that came about this artwork here, how this came into being. So Janet's going to tell us how her artwork came about.
Thank you, Kathy. So Kathy came to me and asked me to do the cover art for her book. And I said, well, I'm not an illustrator, but I have a great friend who's a talented illustrator. She studied in Florence, Italy, and maybe she'd be your better pick. But she said, well, you know, we're kind of in a time crunch, and I don't know how busy my friend is. So I said, you know, I'd be honored to do it. So we had a meeting, got together, decided on a few parameters. For instance, Daniela was a servant girl, so her dress had to be a beige, not outstanding, fairly simple. Her hair clip, the butterfly hair clip, was very important to the story. And I'm a portrait artist, but we decided Kathy had decided there weren't going to be any faces in the picture. So that was fine. I then investigated what was the dress in that Persian period. It was for royalty. It would have been purple. Queen Esther had jewels. She would have had a veil on, and we just wanted to again make sure there was not a face showing. Danielle's face was not going to show. This was going to be every little girl. And that's how it came about. And this is a watercolor illustration.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you. This story, this adventure of Daniela, was inspired by God. It truly is His story. It's His story for little girls. Everything about this story came to me as a gift from Him, from above. The storyline, the name Daniela, the entire plot of the book, if you will. Everything about it came about as a gift and as an inspiration. So with my helpful friends over here, who also were inspired to do what they did, we as a team, we put together this wonderful story. Daniela is a very special treasure. You're going to enjoy this book. You're going to want it for your library, for your treasure library. It's available on my website. It is a 5-star book. And until we meet again, God bless.